Hello everybody. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about stuff. And this one might be a bit of a doozy because I'm not sure what's going on, but my goal in this video is to try and clear up as much confusion and weirdness as humanly possible. I'm seeing on Twitter, I'm seeing online, everywhere on YouTube. People have no idea what's going on apparently, so here we go. A couple of days ago, we had news that the German government, so if you didn't see the news, multiple governments around the world own Bitcoin. That is a well-known fact within crypto. More people should be doing research. We know that a lot of countries own and hold Bitcoin that years ago they say that they got from sources, whatever the case might be, that people were doing things that were wrong and therefore the government took their Bitcoin. The German government holds a huge amount of Bitcoin, and a portion of it from this wallet address that someone said online. There was an address marked German government that someone marked themselves German government, moved a bunch of coins onto a cryptocurrency exchange, and then it was reported that the government was selling off Bitcoin en masse because they hate decentralization and they hate hope and love and freedom and all these other things. And then the market panicked. One, we don't know if there was the actual government, and even if it was, who's surprised that a government would be selling off Bitcoin in the first place? They ended up selling, I mean the actual number I think was 1/1000th of what Bitcoin's current market cap is. People still panicked for whatever reason, prices dropped. The current situation that we have right now is like a little bit worse because there's so much misinformation happening. So I'm going to try and give you the entire tea as far as my brain remembers it. Back in 2012, 13, and 14, there was a crypto exchange called Magic the Gathering Online Exchange. It was a website for the card game Magic the Gathering. It got turned into a cryptocurrency, one of the first cryptocurrency exchanges. And the history goes, the guy who ran it had all the Bitcoin on one computer. Right, imagine. So apparently there was one theft of Bitcoin. He told no one about it. Then there was a second theft. He told no one about it. And the third one was kind of the big shebang where they took all of the coins, or like the vast majority of the coins that were actually in that wallet. This then became a crazy saga by the time I got into crypto. 2016, give or take, that these coins were going to be thrown back onto the market. A number of things were taking place at the exact same time. So when the coins were stolen, some of them were able to be recovered. People who had a crypto wallet on Mt. Gox came forward to what is now known as a creditor in Japan, because Mt. Gox was in Tokyo, I believe. Creditor in Japan, who basically wrote down their names and not their passwords per se, but to make sure that it was actually them and to prove that this was actually their money on the crypto exchange. Got it. At some point in 2017, 2018, it was announced that this money was going to be given back to the people who had their money stolen from them. This is what a lot of people keep forgetting, because a lot of the news right now, sorry if I'm screaming. A lot of the news right now is reporting that Mt. Gox is going to be dumping a bunch of coins onto the market, and none of that is true. And part of the issue is we have a lot of brand new people who are in the space, who are in the market, who don't understand what's going on. They're getting false news from people who should know what's going on, who've been here for a while, and are trying to scare other people. And the problem is that these people are going to sell off their coins thinking that something is going to happen that's not going to happen. Around 2017, it was announced that the stolen coins from these people, a lot of it had been recuperated, was being held by the creditor, and the creditor was like, we are going to get you all of your money back. It was then decided that the amount of dollar equivalent of money that you had in the exchange at that time was going to be given back to the people. The problem is, these people were buying up Bitcoin when it was $1 or $2. So in many cases, many of these people had, $300 worth of Bitcoin in the exchange. This ended up changing to, by the time we got to 2017, some of these people had like $1.5 million worth of Bitcoin. So they wanted their Bitcoin back instead. It took a number of years and a couple of court cases and a whole bunch of other things, but by the time we got to 2019, 2020, it was announced that people would get their money back in full. And the way that they would get their money back is basically if you had proven that you were on the website, proven your address, proven all these other things, you were going to get back your Bitcoin. This spooked the market by the time we got to 2020 because people once again then also began announcing that the market was going to crash. The Bitcoin market was going to completely collapse. Why? Because people were going to get their money back. The idea was, now here's where it gets a bit crazy. The idea is that these people are getting their money back, and therefore them being greedy and anxious and all these other things are simply going to sell their own money that was stolen from them back onto the market, causing prices to crash. There's not 9 million bajillion Bitcoin from the Mt. Gox thing. Just keeping that in mind, it is not a massively gigantic portion of Bitcoin. It's simply fear from literally a decade ago that these coins would hit the market and therefore cause prices to cascade. By the time we got to the end of 2019, 2020, I don't know where the video is. I make videos every day between this channel and the other channel. You can go find them. I don't know where they are. It was announced that a number of very rich individuals within the space knew of the give back of these coins to the individuals who lost their money. And basically what was going to happen was they had already been in discussion with a large portion of these people, so that if these people did decide to sell their coins, their own property, which they totally have the right to do so because it's theirs, if they had these coins and at some point wanted to relinquish them, instead of selling them onto a cryptocurrency exchange, they would go directly to the millionaire or the billionaire who would buy the coins for them at spot prices, whatever the actual price might have been. This is something that a lot of people have forgotten, and it's one of the most annoying parts because we heard years ago that these coins, if they do enter the market, they're not going to enter the market. They're simply going to go to another investor who wants to buy them from the person who's thinking of relinquishing these coins. The other part is that we've heard from news stories over the years of a lot of these people. I mean, it's not a significant amount of people, but there are people who've come forward who've had like news interviews and stuff like that, who said that they don't, I mean, many of them don't actually even plan on selling their coins or putting them onto a crypto exchange because they're actually waiting for the price to go a lot higher. The idea is if we're at 60-something thousand per Bitcoin right now, and everyone's expecting a $300,000 to a $500,000 Bitcoin, they sell off their coins at 60, the price is a 5x, they could have made a lot more money, therefore they plan on holding their coins in general. The news floating around right now is that sometime in July, these returns are going to slowly happen to people who had their money stolen. These coins are not going to be sold immediately onto the open market by Mt. Gox like that. It is going to take months and months and months and months until everyone has their money back. It's meant to be a slow drip, if you will, but these people will receive their money back that they had stolen from them a decade ago. Mt. Gox themselves are not selling the coins. The creditor who's holding the money is not throwing all the coins onto the market and just going, okay, well, cool, that's the market. These people will slowly be given back their money. We will not see a massive cascade in prices unless people on Twitter and online continue to keep scaring other people that there's going to be a massive selling cascade online. The crazy part is that there are so many people who are trying to actively make other people afraid to get them to sell their coins. And I'm not going to name any names, but I keep seeing it over and over. Understand that every crypto YouTuber who's out there does not have your best interest in mind. A lot of them are actively, and this is from years ago as well. A lot of people, as long as I've had both channels, will actively tell people on their channel, yeah, Bitcoin's going back down to 7,000 in an effort to terrify people to sell their coins. It's a constant loop over and over. We're seeing all these, not history repeats itself, but history's rhyming in a very weird way. We have known about this give back for a good 8 or 9 years now. We've all known that it was going to happen. A lot of the new people in the market knew nothing about this, and all they're reading online from different news sources and different YouTubers and different places on YouTube is that these, I think it's a couple 100,000 coins are going to re-enter the market on the exact same day, terrify the living crap out of everyone. Everyone's going to cash out of the market. Bitcoin goes back down to zero. That is not what's going to happen. Even crazier is I've seen people saying stuff like, oh, you know, it's really rude that these people are asking for their money back because it's going to crash the market. I swear to freaking goodness. If you lost I was going to say 5,000 Bitcoin. If you lost $5,000 and someone withheld that from you and someone was like, they shouldn't get their money back because it's going to crash the dollar, you'd be pretty angry. Stop being a douchebag. It's literally, they've waited. They're the early investors in Bitcoin. They got in before everybody else. It's literally their money that they're asking for back, and they're going to get it slowly, person by person. It will take months. We've heard this as well. You can Google all the old things from years ago where the creditor was like, it'll take months to give all these people back their money. There's not going to be an instantaneous cascade of thousands of Bitcoin hitting the market. These people have already been in contact with other investors for nearly a decade. If they plan on getting rid of their coins, those coins will literally just simply swap hands and they will be given a bank transfer. Stop trying to scare people. The market's already in a wreck because a lot of people have no idea what the heck is going on anymore. I implore all of you in your own special way to do research, to read, to continuously learn about the cryptocurrency space. There are tons of free resources online where you can read about all this stuff and exactly what's going on and exactly what happened. It's nice to learn about these things because when you hear someone say nonsense, you can correct them because you know exactly what's going on. Just thought I'd make this video. Didn't mean to rant per se, but it's very irresponsible of people in the space who have hundreds and thousands of subscribers and followers on social media and on Twitter. I just saw someone say, Mount Gox dump incoming. Get ready for I forgot what they were insinuating that the price is literally about to completely collapse because at the beginning of January, all these coins are going to rush back into the market. So, like I said at the beginning, the channel where we talk about stuff because, yeah, we have to talk about that. So please spread the word, share this video, let other people know in some sort of way exactly what's happening. Because every time that there's something weird that happens within the cryptocurrency space, I personally find myself kind of running to the computer to be like, no, this isn't happening because everyone gets so afraid and so terrified over nothing that's... So yes, we've known about this for a while. This is actually great. This is probably one of the things that the market has been waiting for a long time. We've had terrifying periods over the course of the last 8 years of when this was going to happen. If this happens now and doesn't happen at the end of the year and doesn't happen during 2025, we're good. We don't have to worry about this ever again. This will take months. 4 to 5 months for everyone to get their money back. There's not going to be an instantaneous cascade, if a cascade at all. Anywho, that is definitely going to do it for this video. I do sincerely hope that you've all enjoyed. My goodness, like what's happening right now? Like people are so eager to make sure that they're lying to everyone else to terrify other people. Why can't we ever have like a good week without people online lying about something? It's freaking nuts. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all are having a great day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, liking, commenting, and supporting. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.